Look at them blocking the path.
So you can't be recording the prison.
Sure I can.
No, you can't.
Why can't I?
Put your camera down and keep it moving.
Why can't I?
You can't record the prison, sir.
Why can't I?
It's a security risk.
Okay. Well, you see, this is a public area.
You can't record the prison.
Okay. Pretty sure I can under the First Amendment.
You can't record them.
Yes, I can.
They're the recorded state and they're not really.
Doesn't matter. They're in public right now. So are you. What's your name and badge number?
They're not in public.
What's your name? Yes, they are. You see how this is all public? And you have to...
You can't record the prison. It's a security risk.
Yes, I can. You see,
Security
it doesn't matter. You see, yes, it does.
Because how do I know you're not out here?
Here. You see how I'm...
This
activity.
you are not allowed to record.
Sure I can. I can record whatever I can see from a publicly accessible area. This is a public area. You just said it.
I don't understand why you're recording them.
It doesn't matter what I'm recording or not. It's a constitutionally protected activity.
Kind of odd.
What's your name and badge number again for the second time?
Well,
Badge number?
we don't have that.
Yours, sir?
It's on there.
I can't read.
Well, zoom
the
in
camera
on your
can.
phone,
So you're refusing to identify yourself
I'm not.
verbally.
And what is your
it.
name?
You're refusing to identify yourself verbally.
Name is here.
Oh, okay. So it's here. Your name is here.
What is your
Name
name?
is here.
I didn't give my name.
Do you have any weapons on you?
Of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay.
It's a constitution. I'm allowed to. Open carry.
Your license?
No, you cannot.
Okay, so you have a weapon on you.
In a public area.
You're recording. I don't know if you're
Both constitutionally. Yes, you do.
How am I supposed to know?
What
that?
crime did
So
I?
now you have a
So, what is your reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime has been committed, being committed, or going to be committed? No, it's not.
You either need to leave.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. Why do I need to
Then
leave?
Let me see your ID.
No, you can't see my
You have a
ID.
weapon on you. I need to see your
No,
ID.
you don't. What is the legislation or law that says you need to see my identification? What crime? What?
If I can see that,
I know. Look at them blocking this, right?
if I can see that, that's not a concealed carry, and I guarantee you're not
What?
open carry.
Okay. Why don't you check the double?
All right, buckle up. This clip is a textbook example of how a routine public recording stops being routine and starts being a live civics lesson. We open on a sidewalk outside a correctional facility, a public space, an open camera, and officers with a reflex that sounds an awful lot like, "You can't record here." That throwaway line. It's the spark. The auditor stands calm, steady, and legally literate. The officers stand defensive, imprecise, and suddenly demanding compliance. Within seconds we get layered conflict, constitutional rights, alleged security concerns, and a question that will echo through this whole encounter. Who gets to interpret the law in the moment? Listen for the pattern. The officer asserts a blanket prohibition. You can't record the prison. While the auditor counters with Constitution-first logic and a pointed demand for a...
Well, for one, I don't answer questions.
That's odd that you're recording them.
No, it's not.
Some kind of like
So you're just assuming that I was recording who, by chance?
you're recording vendors.
Oh, I am, huh? So,
Yeah.
so you're now in my mind.
The scenery behind
How do you know? You don't know.
You was facing this way.
So?
Pulled up.
So? Actually, I was facing
You
you.
were facing the prison.
Actually, I was facing you. I have you on camera blocking this publicly accessible sidewalk right now.
Which we can.
Really?
Yeah. If we're out here doing on state business, we can.
Okay. Sure you can. Sure.
We can
Sure.
when it comes to offenders, then it becomes our jurisdiction. To protect them is part of our job.
So-
we don't know what your intentions are with them when you have a weapon on you and you're recording them.
Doesn't matter. This is a public sidewalk.
So
This is a constitutionally protected activity under the First Amendment and the Second
That
Amendment.
you're not going to do.
You're not supposed to know anything. What's your RAS? What's your RAS right now?
Responsibility
What?
to
So?
protect them.
Then go protect them right now.
I am.
You clearly are off.
Sitting out here with a weapon, staring at the inmates.
Of course.
Obviously, that's an issue. I don't know where that's not connecting.
So you're just putting presumptions in your mind there and just assuming that I'm doing
not.
things.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
And you're hostile.
No, I'm not, for one. You do not know the Constitution, nor do you not understand the Delaware State Code. What's the Delaware State Code then on open carry?
It's none of your business.
Oh!
Right here we get the legal framing. You need to follow the rest of this clip. The auditor calmly names the First Amendment while the officer leans on security risk, a phrase that carries weight only if there's a real safety threat. In most jurisdictions, Recording in public spaces is permitted unless you are interfering with an official procedure or breaching a secure zone. The guard's claim isn't a legal citation. It's a policy invocation dressed as a law. That's important because policy can be stricter than law, but it can't override constitutional rights where those rights apply. Watch how the auditor uses calm persistence rather than heat. That rhetorical choice keeps the footage credible and the narrative persuasive.
Sir, what's your name and badge number?
My badge number, name is Sergeant Powell.
Thank you, Sergeant Powell.
And you're being hostile. My job is to protect the inmates.
No, ma'am, I'm not being hostile. I'm trying to educate you because you're trying to give me an unlawful directive.
Open, looking at them.
Of course. So, as I said, why don't you go look up the Delaware State Code on open carry?
I don't need to.
Yes, you do, because you're clearly ignorant to what the Delaware Code is.
You are threatening.
Sir, excuse me, Sergeant Powell, do you know what the Delaware State Code is on open carry by chance?
At this time, I'm not going to answer.
Okay, well, the Delaware State Code allows me to open carry both my sidearm and a long rifle if I so choose to. As per the state code.
My issue is,
doesn't matter what your issue is, ma'am. On a publicly, doesn't matter what your security is. You need to protect the security by creating the privacy. This is a publicly accessible area with a clear public sidewalk and a fence that is open to the public to view into. This is a constitutionally protected activity under the First Amendment and the Second Amendment. And you are trying to derive my rights under deprivation of law.
I'm not.
Or deprivation. Yes, you are.
What I'm not understanding.
You're trying to ask for my identification, which is an unlawful directive, because you are assuming things. What is your reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed, is being committed, or is going to be committed?
That you're out here recording in prison.
So recording.
You may be.
So recording is a crime. So recording is
attempting to break somebody.
So
out.
recording
That's
is a
my
crime.
reasonable suspicion.
So recording.
That's my reasonable
No, you said recording. So
That's my
recording is a
reasonable
crime.
suspicion.
This is the classic escalation pivot. The auditor asks for names and badge numbers, not just for ego, but because documentation matters. If a confrontation escalates, courtrooms and internal reviews depend on specifics. When officers refuse or dodge identification, it erodes trust and strengthens the auditor's position. The agent's repeated attempts to reframe the space as not public are telling. If you can't clearly justify that spatial reclassification, the default legal assumption favors public recording. Also note the auditor's strategy: stay composed, insist on specifics, and keep the camera rolling. That's a legal and rhetorical triple.
But what crime is that? What crime is being committed?
Attempting to break somebody out.
So that's not a crime.
That is a.
All right.
Under the First Amendment, recording is not a crime because I'm free press. I'm an agent of the free press.
Then where's
And
your press pass?
this is my press pass. Do you know what the Constitution is? The First Amendment is my press pass. Sure. Because they'll know the law a little bit better than you do.
Yeah.
Especially on open carry.
Day,
At the end of the day, this is
I
a...
am here to protect.
Doesn't matter why you're here. You need to create the privacy.
No,
Yes.
and I am. This is the privacy.
No, it's not. This is a public sidewalk, as you already stated twice on film. Doesn't matter. I can go over here and record everything I want from a publicly accessible area.
And that doesn't mean I'm not going to ask you questions about it when it comes to their safety.
Doesn't matter.
You're standing out here with a firearm.
So it doesn't matter. That's all constitutionally protected. Yes. No, it's not. Are you kidding me?
Safety is my concern.
Okay. You just opened yourself up to a lawsuit, Corporal Wells. You just said my constitutional right. Okay. Okay. It's all recorded. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. I just dealt with Virginia. They just tried to do the same thing. Now they're opening up for a lawsuit with the lieutenant colonel as well. You're going to face the same thing, darling.
Now the dynamic shifts. The auditor confirms he's openly carrying. That moves this exchange from purely First Amendment land into the complicated overlap between the First and Second Amendments. Legally, open carry is permitted in many states, but the optics change the perceived risk for officers. This is where policy and perception can clash with constitutional rights. A weapon in plain view doesn't automatically create probable cause or justify forced ID without reasonable suspicion. Watch how the auditor uses legal language to push back. He's not being provocative. He's forcing the officers to state a legal basis.
Damn right it's what I want, because you came out here and tried to do an unlawful directive to me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
I have 10 minutes of video that just says you did, ma'am.
You just go to the side.
Yes, sir, I can. Yes, sir, I
Did
can.
I detain you? Did I do anything?
You're asking for my ID, which is unlawful.
That's not unlawful.
Yes,
I'm
it
just
is.
asking. I can ask anyone for that.
Of course, you can ask them for it.
Sir, come on.
Ma'am, you need to know the Delaware State Code, for one.
Sir, you need to not threaten my offenders.
Okay. I'm real threatening out here.
Yes, you are.
Have your name and badge number, please?
Off the grass, state property. Not off the grass, state property. Off the grass.
Do you know what a public easement is?
Off the grass, state property.
State property is public property, sir.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Yes, it
It
is.
clearly states up there, no trespassing on state property.
State
Go up
property
there and
is.
record the sign if you
Oh,
want
I
to
have.
report something.
Oh, I have.
So you seen it says state property, no trespassing.
That's public property.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Excuse me, you're in my way. Excuse me, officer, you're in my way. I don't feel comfortable with you on my left side. Excuse me.
I don't feel comfortable with you trying to intimidate me with
Well-
a weapon on your side.
I'd rather you face my weapon than be.
Is the administration of reasonable articulable suspicion, the legal hinge that decides whether an officer can detain or demand ID. It's not magic. It's specific facts and observations that would lead a reasonable officer to suspect criminal activity. Vague fear. You have a weapon and you're looking at inmates. Doesn't cut it. The auditor nails this. Ask for the specific facts. If the officer can't articulate why a crime is being or about to be committed, then the demand for ID and forcible removal is on shaky ground. Watch the auditor force specificity. That's how you shift authority back towards civil rights.
Look at that. They still blocking the path for people. Y'all can come through. They're just trying to do stuff illegally. Go ahead. It's open to the public. Y'all can come through. They're just trying to illegally do stuff. So y'all are trying to close a public sidewalk now. Unbelievable. Yeah, y'all can go through. They're just trying to close it for no reason. See, they have their vehicles blocking it.
We will leave you to your death.
Have a wonderful day. Shouldn't block the sidewalk like that.
You shouldn't be open carrying without showing the.
Doesn't matter. You should learn the Delaware State Code plus the Constitution. What does this say?
shouldn't-
What does this say?
And you shouldn't be the
What does this
on
say?
state property.
What does this say? Exactly. You're too ignorant and arrogant to read it. Yeah, look at you.
Yeah, you look at you.
I know the Constitution and I know my rights. Look at you. Look at this guy, y'all. Oh my God. Look, he's twitching and everything. He's so.
Current law enforcement tactic. Recategorize the public space as state business to justify extra restrictions. That's a legal shortcut that courts will scrutinize. The auditor calls this out. Being present on a public sidewalk while recording is not automatically unlawful simply because the subjects happen to be inmates. Also note the rhetorical shift. The officer moves from safety to intent, implying a sinister purpose without an evidentiary basis. A citizen's mere presence and filming do not equal intent to commit a crime. The auditor's insistence on law and code forces a more